Hey there, gang. Time for another unboxing video. I have been given this box of comic books to grade for sale on eBay because that's what I do. And I have been waiting for you, however, because I have no idea what is in this box and wanted to wait until you were here so we could make that discovery together. So thanks for coming. And if you like comic books, stick around. We're going to have some fun. Hey there, Bubby. Welcome to Shanghai. My name is Duke, and this is an unboxing video. And yes, I am grading these for sale on eBay. The seller name is dotcomcomics. You may wish to check that out, but the video isn't really a commercial. The video is just a chance to share the fun and joy of collecting comic books by, sharing that just sort of joy of discovery that I get every time I crack into one of these boxes. So, having no idea what's been sorted into this box for me, we'll find out together. And let's go ahead and grab the first stack. And this one, this is interesting. So this is Mask. This is based on a toy line. This came out in the 80s. And if you've seen these videos before, you've heard me say that when we sell a raw single on eBay, and a raw single is something that I myself have graded, we're not sending it to CGC or any other grading service so that it can be, quote unquote, professionally graded and slabbed, encased in plastic. We're just going to sell it as is, raw. But when we do that, we like to get at least $10 for the book in order to cover the expenses of buying the collections and all of the costs, the overhead involved in processing it, and leave a little bit left over for, a small bit of profit to reinvest in. So this book has just barely crossed the $10 line, and that's only within the last year. Before that, this would have been a dollar book. This would have gone right in the dollar box in our store in Freeport, Maine. So we'll see how it does this time. But that's gonna be a close call for making what that minimum that we like to see. Daredevil, well, Spider-Man Submariner crossover, number 77. Giant-sized Daredevil. And this one's got a pretty square spine. Another thing I've often spoken about is how these Marvel giant-sized books of the mid-70s tended to get crushed spines, either from handling or just coming off the press that way. Stiltman. Love me some Stiltman. Here's a king-size special, or you'll see it often listed as an annual, or just a special, or just a king size. All kinds of different ways you see this listed in different places. But it's number 2. And here's G.I. Joe, the first Shadow somebody. I don't know my G.I. Joe. A lot of people will list this as like the first Snake Eyes, but it's not. It is not. It's like the first Shadow somebody. Wow, here's an early Tales of Suspense. Well, not an early Tales of Suspense. It's issue 47, but it's fairly early Iron Man, still in the big clunky golden armor. What did Iron Man debut in? 39? So this is just 47. So this is only his, 8th appearance? 9th appearance? I don't know. I could do that math. Math is hard. Daredevil number 9. I think this is Wally Wood art. Oh my God, right there. The recent Hombre Arana, the Spider-Man comics, which as I record this are closing tonight on eBay. But if you watch those grading videos and the unboxing videos for those, we spoke a lot about how the Mexican artist did a lot of swipes. And there is a particular issue that I'm fairly certain that that's a direct swipe of the image on the cover. Or I should say it's swiped from this. So I'll grab an image and I'll throw it up here on the screen for you to look at. And you tell me if that's not the exact same drawing. Okay, so here is number 10. Some more Wally Wood art. We like Wally Wood. Grab another stack. I wonder if this whole box is going to be Silver Age Marvel. Here's a classic cover. It's not in very nice shape, but any Hulk versus Thing early Silver Age does well. Here's another one of that number 9. Not quite as nice as the one we just saw. Transformers #1. This one's in a little rough shape, but that has some high nostalgia value for a lot of 80s kids, 90s kids. Transformers came on just a little bit after my time. So I never was into Transformers. We just saw our 10 as well. And it's got the pop art logo. About 3 or 4 months, Marvel did this thing where Stan thought, he was touring the college campuses and getting a lot of media attention, and he thought, comics was too juvenile. So he tried to do what, kind of an upgrade and called it Marvel Pop Art Productions. But that only lasted 3 or 4 months, and then he decided, yeah, we're just Marvel Comics. And there's Kazar. There's 17 with Spider-Man. Number 20 with the Owl. This one's in fairly nice shape. 53 in the beginning. Here's somebody's, I think, attempting to be Steranko. And that's Black Panther there. Number 52. Here's number 51. Here comes Daredevil. Here's a Kamandi. Number 24. That's in pretty nice shape. That looks high 8s. There's a Shazam #1. Not real high grade, but should still do well. Man-Thing #1. The first volume of Man-Thing. Savage She-Hulk #1. That should do real well. Yes, it should. Godzilla #1. Wow, we're on a run of ones, aren't we? Or a run of ones. I got 2 books here. Are they both in the same bag? I think they are. So what's on the other side? Yeah, I'll have to open it up. It's probably another Godzilla. What do you think? What do you think the odds are? And yep, #2. Look at that. Boom. Oh, look at this thing. Quack. That's Howard. I think it's Howard. But this I don't think this is a Marvel thing. What the heck is this? I have no idea. Duckula? Isn't Count Duckula, wasn't that a Disney thing? Huh. It's only $1.25 though. This has the look and feel of a 70s, early 80s underground. Huh. Well, isn't that interesting? What do you think of that? See, that's what I just love about this, because I get into one of these boxes and I just never know what's going to come in from, a particular collection that we've purchased. And usually, these boxes are several collections mixed together because we send the big books off to CGC. Oh, look at this. Send the big books off to CGC, and those are auctioned at, what's the name of that site? comiclink.com. And then, the smaller books, the less expensive ones, are put into multi-book lots or in the retail store in our dollar boxes. But even so, priced at, an expected retail bidding close on eBay of between $10 and $100. It's a wide range of books we can get, and you just never know what you're going to get, such as this. I have been collecting comic books for close to 50 years. I've never seen this. I've never even heard of this. Obviously, this looks like one of those True Comics or Real Fact Comics. I have no idea who the publisher could be. I'll have to look this up, but that looks pretty neat. That's super cool, really. And Boy Comics. Boy Comics. I don't think you could get away with Boy Comics today. It's just too quaint and antiquated a name. But this fella here was the Crime Smasher, and you can see that it's basically a homemade costume. You got gym shorts and socks and penny loafers. Who fights crime in penny loafers? You make fun of, Wonder Woman for fighting in high heels, but so yeah, Crime Smasher was his name. This is a Lev Gleason book. There are 2 in here. There are. So is the other one another boy comic? Let us see. Let us see. It is another boy comic. And so this is number 102, and this is number 37. And as you can see, as the superhero craze abated, he went back to just regular street clothes. He's got the C, so he's still Crime Smasher, I guess. And he's still got his little monkey sidekick. Yeah, oh, Crime Buster, not Crime Smasher, excuse me. But, yeah, he's just street clothes. And he's upgraded from penny loafers to actual sneakers, so much more agile. Crime and Punishment, this is another Lev Gleason book. There are two in here or just one? Just one, I guess. Well, we just were talking about True Comics, and there it is. This was by Parents Magazine Corporation or something like that. This is one of those books that was supposed to be good for you. Here's Daredevil with the Little Wise Guys, and in I believe it was the last unboxing video, we looked at some Daredevils, some later runs, and I told you about how the Little Wise Guys kind of took over the title, and here they're kind of mid-takeover. By the time of the books we looked at last time, Daredevil was gone completely. All that was left was the name of the book. But this is the Golden Age Daredevil. Here he is, and we're kind of like in mid-transition. The Little Wise Guys have pretty much taken over the book. Daredevil is just kind of, relegated to being part of the logo. And he'll probably make a cameo inside. Or he might be part of the story, because we're only on issue 36, but the story is still pretty much about the Wise Guys. Thought there might be two in there, but that's just a thick book. And here we go, 116. So here you can see Daredevil's gone completely. Not only is he gone from the action on the cover, but he's not even in the sort of logo illustration. And in fact, but for the need at the time to retain a title so you could retain the numbering so that you didn't have to file for a new second-class mailing permit, you're effectively a new title here, starring the Little Wise Guys. Well, here's a much later Hulk V thing, number 166, and these bags are going to be all stuck together. They're all kind of wrinkled up, too. Wow. So 167, I'll have to be careful. The last time I pulled some of these apart, I had somebody in the comments, actually a couple of people, commenting about, oh, you're bending the spines, oh, you're busting them up, oh, you're handling them terribly. So, and at the same time, there were a lot of comments in that same video because I hadn't done a video in about 10 days. There was a lot of, welcome back and thanks for posting again. So it was equal parts acclaim and approbation. It was, the comment section was basically, thanks for coming back. You suck. So look how bubbled up and wrinkled that is, though. The book inside still seems pretty decent. 212. 211, first appearance of Terrax the Tamer. And that gets some love in the back issue market. Not because Terrax is a big thing, but there have been rumors that he may appear in the MCU. This is a direct sales copy. You can see at the time here, they did the diamond logo at the top as opposed to the regular, well, not logo, but price box. And you had the line through the UPC code. See what else we got here. Now we're into the Byrne era, and I'm a little surprised. These are this is, of course, the book that reads sideways. The whole thing reads like this, almost like a calendar, and that's pretty neat. But the John Byrne era books just don't sell that well. I mean, they sell, but they're going to go for $2, $3, $4. I'm surprised these are in here to go as singles. That is where Frankie Ray becomes the Herald of Galactus. And I've always assumed that the reason that they don't sell that well is because there are just so many trades available with those same stories, so people aren't hunting for the back issues. There's some Thanos and Silver Surfer, some more Thanos. Thanos and Mephisto. Imagine if Mephisto had a purd. What am I, a cat? Appeared, if he had appeared in the WandaVision series, imagine what that book would be going for now. And here's Warlock, Gamora, Pan, Drax. All right, next stack. Let's see what we've got. Marvel Premiere featuring Doctor Strange. Kind of a weird look for Clea, but it is what it is. Her head's too big. These are kind of stuck together too. I'll have to be careful so people don't get mad at me in the comments. Here's number 8. Boop. Number 9. Number 10. Number 11 of Marvel Premiere. Number 12. This actually is a nice run. If you ever get a chance to get into these and read them, it is a good run. 14, and that's the end of Doctor Strange. The next issue would introduce Iron Fist, but we don't have it. We're going to move on to Thor, King Size Annual 7. Here's 338. What's that, the second Beta Ray Bill? There's some earlier Thor, Journey into Mystery 102. He hasn't even really, kind of, sort of, but not really taken over the logo yet. By this time he has 104. 105. And Thor just looks like a little too nonplussed, a little too aggrieved here. Who's this? Cobra? Is that who that is? Yeah, Cobra and Mr. Hyde. Should be a couple of nothing burgers for the God of Thunder, but he looks like he's got all he can do to take on these two C-listers. Here they are again. And again, he's got that look like, oh no, I might not win. The Gray Gargoyle. Basically, you know, if Stone Boy could move, that's what you'd have, is the Gray Gargoyle. All right. Oh, it looks like we're going to be into a whole run of Thor. Journey into Mystery. 116. 118. 119. Pop Art Productions. Number 120. 121, still with the pop art. 124, back to Marvel Comics. Hercules. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's too bad. Whoops, I'm still way off the screen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 127. The Power of Pluto. 128. Oh, and we've transferred over now. That's just Thor. I think it's 125 is where that happens. That's 162. 166. This does well. That is Adam Warlock. Before he becomes Adam Warlock, he's still just him there. That is his name, him. And as promised, here is some more Thor. Loki. These are in decent shape. Galactus. Galactus found. No, it looks like he found you. 170. The Wrecker. Again, guy with a crowbar. Big challenge for the God of Thunder. And Jane Foster. That looks like Mastermind from the X-Men, but I don't think it is. 164. 173. 174. Challenge of the Crypto Man. Yes. What do you think? So he got what's he got loaded in that thing? Bitcoin? Dogecoin? What do you think? He is the Crypto Man after all. The Fall of Asgard. 177. 178. We're into the Bronze Age now. 179. Probably have been for a bit here. I wasn't really paying attention. Where the gods go mad. 181. Thor at the UN. Doctor Doom, 182. 183. Two there? Nope, just one. 184, the silent one. Well, you know, the silent ones are deadly, as they say. 185. All right. Let's see. Oh my God. I'm going, oh my God, because it is actually more Thor down here. There's Hela. The end of infinity. But infinity can't end. More Hela. Oops, maybe. Oh, the demon #1. Slip that in there, huh? All right. I see how you're going to be. Marvel Superheroes featuring Captain Marvel. So what's that? That is second appearance? I think he first appeared in 12. Is that right? I think the second appearance is the first appearance of Carol Danvers. I'm not sure. This is Doctor Strange #2. So after that run in Marvel Premiere that we saw earlier, Doctor Strange, whoops, got his own title. All right, let me get some of this out of the way. We'll get old conked him on the back of the head, make sure he's all right. Get him back up and at him. Phasers armed. Set to stunning. All right. Here's #3 with Dormammu. There's my #1 of Marvel Premiere with Adam Warlock. And #2, Fantastic Four. Speaking of Adam Warlock, this is his kind of first appearance. He's just kind of, I think he's just kind of mentioned in this one. And then in 67, it's his first appearance, but it's just a cameo. And then his first actual full appearance is over in Thor. And there's 65. We're back to Thor, 226. This, is this a reprint? No, it's a 30th anniversary, Hulk #393. It's obviously a play on the first appearance of Hulk. And here is the first appearance of Spider-Woman when she was still... did they change her origin? I think they did. At this point, she was an actual spider mutated into human form. But she was an actual spider. And she looked much better once they gave her hair. So, this is the first frog god. I forget the frog god's name. And here's 365 of Thor, 371, 372, 389, 411, first appearance of the New Warriors, 412, first full appearance of the New Warriors. And again, this is a book that, like, who are the New Warriors? You know, these days. Why is that still a thing? Why does anybody still care? But this book will still sell well, will command a lot of attention on eBay. But, I mean, the New Warriors haven't been a thing for 20 years. You know, so why has that price not come back down? I don't know. Here's some Thor Core. Number 440. And after Marvel Premiere, Warlock got his own title, just as Doctor Strange did. And there's #1. #1. All right. Last stack. Well, with this one book still behind here. And that's a fairly recent Black Knight. That I would have thought would have been in the dollar box. But maybe with all the hype with the Eternals movie coming on and Kit Harington playing the Black Knight, maybe this is taking off and I'm not really aware of it. But you know, the other thing is books from around this era recently, if they're gone to CGC and they're graded at like a 9.8, they're just going stupid. They're going like Dutch tulip stupid. So maybe somebody will buy that and try and flip it to CGC. Make a lot of money. We might have a full run of Warlock here. This is kind of looking like these are all going to be Warlocks. Here's number 3. Damn it, Jim! Damn it, Jim! I'm a comic book grader, not a stander-upper guy. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8, and I believe this run only went to about number 9. Oh, no, one only went to number 8. Then there was not a long gap. You see, we went from 20 to 25 cents, October to October. So there's about a year-long gap there. And then we came back, a new logo, Jim Starlin at the helm now. So there's number 9. There's number 10. Frankly, the back half of this series sells a little better than the first half, thanks to the Jim Starlin work. There's Pan. There's, I think, is that Gamora? It's wrong color, though. Might be somebody else. 13. And I think this series only went to about 15. There's 14. Oh, I thought that wasn't going to be stuck, but it is. 15, I think that's the last issue. There we are, because then we're back to Black Knight. And we've got an X-Men versus X-23. And she's wearing that costume that Wolverine himself only wore for a couple of issues. Looks good on her. Looked stupid on him. Anyway, that's the box. That's everything. So those are the books I'll be grading up here over the next few hours for eBay. And, well, thanks for coming. I hope you enjoyed that. This video is kind of a hot mess. But it's late. I'm tired. What can I say? They can't all be gems. But I do appreciate your being here. And until the next video, goodbye, good luck, and please be good to each other. Maybe if I do this light a little higher. Well, I don't want the glare. But I don't want it in my eyes, and I don't want to make a big shadow. So I just, whoops. That was no good. All right. I suck. There's just going to be no way to do this without a giant shadow. All right. I'll have to... Fuck, I did it again.